I feel like with new people. Ain't no way in hell I would get them 50%. Amber, you need to get 50% out your head, period. Amber want 50% Anthony money. Now she want 50% of the podcast. And I know she's not saying, 10% for each one of them. But that's stupid. Y'all have not put in a dime. Let me break it down for y'all who don't know about business. Everybody's saying that Ernestine or the girls could do their own podcast. They gonna make money based off Wayne's name. Let me say that again. They're gonna make money based off Wayne's name alone. Wayne's name alone is gonna make money because it's the Country Wayne podcast. Without his name, they can call it Cute Girls, Talk Shop, ATL Girls, or whatever. They're not gonna they won't even make the $250,000 that's been invested in the podcast without Wayne's name. Your name is your brand. Country Wayne has already made a multi-millionaire name for himself. So it's stupid for them to think that just them being pretty, Wayne could get 5 other pretty girls to sit on there and give their situations. He can take each one of their scenarios, give it to a pretty girl, and tell a pretty girl to come on the podcast and pretend she had that life situation and make money off their situations. He can make money off their stories and just replace them with girls. He can make a Country Wayne podcast with Anthony, Dave, the people I put on the podcast, the males, Dan, King, and what's that boy Jarvis. He can make one with me, all men podcast. They delusional. If he's paying you per podcast, don't nobody know y'all from A Man in the Moon. We watching the skits, so we know them. But you got to think about general audience. I didn't know who Delicia was before this. Don't nobody know who Shayla is. Don't nobody know Lauren. Don't nobody know them in real life. They don't have a name to even build a brand for a podcast. That's why I said Sarah. If Wayne was smart, not smart, I ain't gonna say if he was smart, but I think a good idea would be to put Sarah on the show, because Sarah already has a successful podcast. She already, I don't know the name of a podcast, but I've flipped through and know a podcast. And that show you right there. Her podcast successful. I don't know the name of it. And he's taking a huge risk. Think about that big podcast. I don't know the name. It's Talk Conversations. I don't know what the name is, so I don't want to say nobody stuff wrong. A lot of big podcasts, they end up falling out. The Breakfast Club, one of the biggest ones, I don't think they still have all their original members, except Charlamagne the God and I think DJ Envy or something like that. But the girl who was on that show, Angela Yee, she has a name. She broke off and did her own thing. But even with that, she started from the Breakfast Club. People knew her from there, at least me. I'm speaking for myself. I knew her from the Breakfast Club, so when I see her name, I knew that she was a good podcast person, a good podcast host. Neither one of y'all have a freaking name. All of y'all are a liability to Wayne at this point. Y'all, they are a liability to him. They are not an asset. They got so much drama going on behind the scenes. Y'all are assets. A liability, not an asset. And Wayne knows this. Wayne knows that if we go with the ideal of Shayla don't know about Iman and Delicia, if that were to come out on the show, he know that they can fight, fall out, and not want to work together, right? Right. He also knows that Dave don't know about him and Amber. He could say, Amber, I don't want you on the show no more. That's why Wayne, I think, made the 3 years contractually so they couldn't just quit after drama come out. The only thing I disagree with this contract is the 3 years. Let them do it a year. I doubt if either one of them would make a year. I don't think a lot of them would make a year under the contract. after all the drama is exposed. Everybody think that they the big dog in the room. Now, Delicia, me and Shayla came up with the podcast. And like I said, it's crazy when Shayla, one of the only ones that got a little common sense. She said she want to be paid, the highest majority, but Amber, 50% is ridiculous. Amber probably ain't got the money to pay Dave lawyer. Y'all being funny about it, y'all go get mad about it. We don't know how much this money, how much that woman. If you was a real businesswoman, Amber, you would have asked Dave's lawyer, instead of thinking it's a hookup, how much are you charging us per person? They done forgot this woman said $750. That shows y'all ain't no business people right there. Y'all done paid more. They gonna end up paying more to this lawyer than what they gonna get paid for the first podcast show, but they so business. I'm sure she done worked over 10 hours. So 10 hours times $750, that's $7,000 a piece right there. That's $7,500 if she just done worked 10 hours for each one of them. Yeah, Amber stuck on 50%. She ain't gonna get 50% from Anthony. But people gonna call her right. You probably got people on their show now. 50%, that's a good deal. Because they don't know business. I'm convinced that some of these people who take up for Amber shenanigans and say she's such a boss have never been in business. And they'll get on they whatever, they soapboxes and say, yeah, I've done this for such and such years. I've done this, I've done that. Hell, I've been in corporate too. I done worked in the office of the CEO before. Of a major corporation. I have. No lie. On my resume. But if you don't know how to play the game, you lose. And a lot of my experience that I have is because I was young and dumb when I went in there. But over the years, I've learned. Shut your mouth. Observe. Step back. Look. This is crazy. And y'all listening to the person who, yeah, it's all about the big bill of Bible. They finna be pissed, Sabrina. I'm telling you, they finna be pissed. She done told them to talk it over. I'm gonna go back to my office. This bill finna be so big, they gonna have to ask Wayne for a loan. Now, the only person who could be smart with this is Tamara. This a narcissistic contract. I ain't never heard no damn what is a narcissistic contract? The hell? A narcissistic contract. I am convinced all of these women are dumb. I am convinced. They pretty with no brains. I'm convinced. Pretty with no brains. 1 year? Fair. Because they not going to last 1 year. They ain't gonna last no 1 year. With the mindset they got, the mentality they got, the drama they got, the lies they telling behind the scenes, and Wayne know this. If Wayne were to sit down and really break it down to them, do y'all realize I'm taking the chance? Wayne is the only one taking the chance. Wayne is the only one spending the money. Why didn't the attorney recommendations what they're paying her for? Exactly. All the business women in the room, allegedly, all them boss babes in the room, ain't none of y'all asked and Miss Lawyer before you leave and go do any more research. How much are you charging us? Ain't now one of them asked how much the lawyer charging them. Y'all so busy and focused on getting money out of Wayne and on Wayne paying y'all, y'all don't realize that the lawyer eating y'all up. Amber, your lawyer, have you updated your lawyer with the negotiation with Lil Ankle? Lil Ankle don't care about holding this divorce out for the next 20 years. Because Lil Ankle know you'll run out of money before he do. This what gets me about a certain fan base. I'm gonna try not to even say the name no more. I'm gonna try not to even say the name no more. Because if I don't say the name, it don't give it power. And if Dave pay Ambers, he gonna pay off with the yes sir. Mark my words. He gonna get that lawyer some yes sir for payment. So she might not want Dave to pay the lawyer, because he gonna give her a solid. That's all Dave giving out is solids. Yeah, Dave gonna give her a solid. It might get Delisa Aga a solid. For y'all who coming across the page, I pray to God bless everybody. But this live is something else, y'all. This is a different type of live. But God bless that person that was in the chat. Okay, thank you, Suzanne. Yeah, this is not that type of chat, but I do pray to God that everything work out for you. Okay, y'all. Erica Yvette says, we still got to find out if the lawyer is she charging them separately, Erica Yvette. Y'all mark my words. No lawyer is going, I don't think no lawyer is got a group rate. It's individual. That's it. She charging them individually. I promise you. I promise you she is. And that's where the misunderstanding could come. Yeah, Dave at home about to call Anthony and say, y'all got some of that lobster mac left over? It's gonna be separate, y'all. Unless it's some type of class action or something like that. And even with class action, everybody don't get the same amount in a class action lawsuit. It depends on the different circumstances. Yeah, 50%. That's all she concerned with, 50%. He go 50% laugh at them. Okay, what I was gonna say is, I think 1 year, I would keep the contract as is, pay them per episode, because what I was saying, Diamond Vanessa, they are a liability to Wayne's brand. They could get on the first episode and all of them bust out in a fight based on what everybody know about each other. He know they unprofessional. He know they petty. He know most of the staff is liars. He know most of them is opportunists. He know Lauren a scammer. What'll hurt their feelings if he gets Sarah, Denisha, and 3 other women he done been with before, Piari, Sade. He can get 5 women to replace y'all. Y'all not known in the industry. Y'all are not celebrities. The closest one to a celebrity is Delisha. She the closest thing they got to a celebrity on their podcast. Don't nobody know the rest of them. Delicia has been with celebrity clients, styling them or whatever. She's been with Iman. She styled Iman. Don't nobody even know Shayla was Iman's girlfriend. She can't even hold the name of being his girlfriend. He might that she can't talk about him. Pause down. Can y'all hear me now? Yeah, it's gonna be another Jerry Springer. And Wayne already knows this. Wayne know that the girls go give him probably a few hot shows. He know that you notice when they was having the meetings and this, he said, save it for the podcast. Save it for the podcast. Because he know it's gonna be drama. And then if they he can hit them. That's why he put that in the contract. I would tell him walk. If y'all like the contract, walk. The only negotiation I think he should do is a year. If he do a year, then maybe so. Yeah. Denisha will get on there and be as professional and pretty as she wanted to be. Wayne can find 5 girls to replace y'all. What's that pretty girl he used to talk to? And Amber keep on talking about we the face. What? What's that girl, the one with the accent? What was her name, y'all? The one with the accent. Imani. Baby, he can bring Imani pretty self on there. He can bring Erica on there. Imani, Erica, Sarah. That's 3. Piari getting sober. Piari, that's 4. Y'all can be replaced. He can bring Arby, messy girlfriend. We ain't seen her in a while. He can bring TT on there to be messy. She could be the Shayla.